Never really liked people telling me what to do.
In high school, you have this sense that you're undermined or you're invalidated because you don't have total control or autonomous control.
I always thought it was kind of disrespectful to challenge authority.
I thought of authority as more like something that you can't question.
You did what you were expected to do, and that was the gist of it. There wasn't much other than that.
We couldn't really challenge. We were submissive and we were accepting of what was authoritative and already pre-planned. But now we have our free will. We have this whole wide range of perspective that we can look to.
I find now that in college, it's kind of encouraged to question other people's beliefs and ideals, and I think it's really important as society changes and if people's ideals change to question why people believe what they do.
As I grew older, it became less about questioning individual authority and more the authority that, say, the government has over our individual lives.
Since high school, I've become a lot more cynical. I tend to question people a lot more. I don't just accept people and accept everything they say.
Growing up in a smaller community, it's a little bit more conservative. I've been allowed to question not only those things, but what I personally believe now, being in college and especially being on a campus where so many different viewpoints are accepted.
I definitely don't have as much authority in my life now. Like, I feel a lot like my parents aren't here. I don't have any coaches really. I'm not obligated to anything. I think the only type of authority we have now, it's really shifted.
We kind of got to keep ourselves in check sometimes to make sure we get things done and make sure just make sure we stay on track.
You need to always have a check in your mind over whether your authority is worth it. You need to always check yourself and make sure that what you're doing isn't stepping on, say, someone else, and that you're not overreaching with your authority.
I haven't really found myself where I need to question authority, but I feel that if people need to question authority, as long as they do so in a respectable way, then it's okay.
And I think it's a really good thing to like respect authority, but to not be like afraid of it, because just because someone's like in a higher position than you doesn't mean their word is law, but you should respect it as long as it like goes along with your morals.
It's not like I'm like super rebellious or anything. I'm like a super bad person and like doing like bad things or anything, but like, I don't know, I just like I'm gonna do things like how I think I should do them. And
I think it's a really bad idea to just be ignorant and not try to be your own person and just accept and follow.
That's why I think authority is most important in a sense, because authority is there to sort of trickle down for everybody. And now that we're in college, we can be able to control the trickle down effect.
For instance, science and a lot of healthcare, it's constantly changing when we get new information. So if someone says this is the way we've always done it, and it might not be the best way, or it might not be the most, the way that most people recommend, I can definitely say we can look at the information and find a middle ground, but I'm just not gonna take someone's word for it that this is the best option.
Being able to question authority isn't as scary when you are someone that has more of their own experiences and even more education in some ways. So I'm hoping at least that I'll feel more comfortable questioning authority, but also that I'll know when it's safe to question authority and when I can do so out loud and in a constructive and positive manner.
As I get older, I'll probably continue to question authority as I have been. I'll probably find myself going back to questioning individual authority as I find myself, with kids and as a married man and stuff like that. Like, what authority do I have over my children's lives? What authority would I have over my, say, people who work for me? What authority would I have over their lives? I don't think I'll ever stop questioning the authority of the government, but I feel like as I become responsible for as I become responsible for people, I'll question my authority over them.
I think in the future, I'm going to continue to not refute authority, but just respect it, I guess, and continue to respect it like I always have. And of course, authority is great in many cases, and authority can definitely lead you in the right direction in a lot of different ways. And so I think for for me, I just would like to continue to pick and choose when I want to listen to that authority.
We can't challenge authority in a sense if we say we don't like that. We have to challenge authority when we say, oh, that's not right, that's not ethically correct. And that just continues on and on in life, with our families, with our jobs, and that's important. We have to be able to notice that those who are in control are doing right, or those who are in control are doing bad, and we have to be able to say, yes, that's right, let's follow that, or yeah, that's wrong, let's change.